Test Prep Pundits, a synonym for success, and a home to top 1% scores. Congratulations to Gutha Mandala for achieving SAT score 1570, Farah Khalil 1540, Kunal Varma 1510, and many more top 1% scores.
Join our summer premier SAT and ACT program. Pay now, start in summer and get 40% discount.
Contact us, info@testpreppundits.com, or call us 844-383-7844. Visit us, www.testpreppundits.com.
మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ వారి గోల్డ్ ప్రామిస్ తో కురుస్తోంది బంగారు నాణాల వర్షం. గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్ ఆభరణాలు కొనుగోలు చేసి బంగారు నాణాలని ఉచితంగా తప్పకుండా పొందండి. త్వరపడండి, మీ దగ్గరలోని స్టోర్ కి వెళ్లి ప్రత్యేకమైన జ్యువెలరీ కలెక్షన్ ని ప్రత్యేకమైన ధరల్లో పొందండి. కేవలం మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ తో మాత్రమే.
మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్.
Hire international teachers who are well trained in U.S. curriculum for just $20 an hour. Or for 2 students group, $15 an hour. We teach math, science, and English for elementary, middle, and high school. Contact info@testpreppundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
PSAT. Do you have a middle school child? Are you aiming for top Ivy League colleges? Do you know how strong they are in academics? We have an innovative PSAT program for grades 6 through 9. We will help your child thrive in academics and get them to the top 1% of the nation. It's never too early to start. Join our prestigious PSAT program. For more information, contact us, info@testpreppundits.com or 844-383-7844.
Summer is the best time to boost your scores. Test Prep Pundits present Self-Prep SAT ACT course for just $199. Stellar digital curriculum expert videos for every question. 15 full-length tests. Contact info@testpreppundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అబ్బురపరిచే ధరలు. అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్, $220.
సెలబ్రిటీ హోస్ట్లు, అదిరిపోయే పంచులు, సరదా సరదా కబుర్లు.
ఆశ దోశ అప్పడం బడ హెల్ప్ మీరు ఆడుతున్నారు.
ఇలా మరెన్నో మెమరబుల్ మూమెంట్స్ తోటి ఫస్ట్ యానివర్సరీ జరుపుకుంటోంది మన లక్కీ మహిళ. Watch it live only on TV Asia Telugu.
Test Prep Pundits, a synonym for success, and a home to top 1% scores. Congratulations to Gutha Mandala for achieving SAT score 1570, Farah Khalil 1540, Kunal Varma 1510, and many more top 1% scores.
Join our summer premier SAT and ACT program. Pay now, start in summer and get 40% discount.
Contact us, info@testpreppundits.com, or call us 844-383.
Tvasiatelugu ప్రేక్షకులందరికీ hello and welcome back to yet another fabulous episode of the Talk Show with Experts. మనతో ఉన్నారు మన favorite expert రాహుల్ రెడ్డి గారు. రాహుల్ గారు, thank you so much for being on the show, Andy.
Thanks for inviting me, Garu.
Thank you, sir. This program has been brought to you by the Test Prep Pundits. Our sponsors are home to the top 1% scores. They're conducting a free SAT and ACT boot camp on June 24th. Don't miss out this opportunity. Only please check the website for further details. Program has been supported by Malabar Jewelers at boovers.com. And watch us on Yup TV, Facebook, YouTube, Sling TV, World BB TV, and Dish Network. All right, moving on to the topic for today. I think this, Rahul Garu, this probably has to be one of the more favorite topics for people from our side of the world to discuss. Yes.
Yeah, especially after the COVID and people are working from home, they have too much time. They don't want to fight with their spouses, so that's another thing is, hey, why not work?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even look at it that way. Like, if they don't want to fight with their spouses, so they start to work. Okay, that's one angle, I guess. I was like, okay. All right. How to work for two companies on H-1, adjustment of status EAD, and H-4 EAD. So, interesting topic as it is. At least, we would like to understand, can we work for two companies? Can we work for more than two companies? If so, how, and are there any restrictions or certain cases where we cannot do this? Or if not, then, please tell us your thoughts on this.
First of all, Andy, we need to understand, all I'm speaking about is if they are working for two different companies. That means that they're working for Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Okay, they're two different companies. If they want to work for two different clients with the same employer, though, they don't have to do anything. All these rules are not applicable, what I'm telling. They can work for multiple clients, but the same employer. So let's say, for example, I'm working for Deloitte. And now I do have a client, Coca-Cola. I can have AT&T. I can have Pepsi. I can have Tesla. So Deloitte can have all, if the employee is working for Deloitte, they can have 4 different clients. No paperwork is required. Nothing is required. You can work for multiple clients at the same time. Now, if you want to work for 2 different companies and you're going to get a paycheck from 2 different companies, though, then what are the procedures that you need to adopt? First of all, let's discuss about the students who come into student visa, and first thing they get is an OPT. Can a person work for multiple companies? It's not just 2. Sometimes it can be 3, 4 companies also. Can they work for 3 or 4 companies if they want to on OPT? The answer is simply yes. What procedures they need to follow? They need to inform the DSO and need to inform that they are working for multiple companies. And of course, they should only work in the line of business, in the line of the education where they are in. For example, if they have graduated as a software in the software field, data warehouse, or they call it different computer information technology, if they are working in the software field, they have to stick with the software field. They can't work in a restaurant. But they can work as a software field for multiple companies. They just need to inform the DSO and need to fill out the information in the civil system, in the portal, though. That's all they need to do in the OPT. When it comes to the STEM extension, if they are working for one company and they want to work for 2 companies, they need to submit a form. I think it's called 983. I forgot the form number now. The new employer need to fill out that 983 form, and you need to submit it to the DSO, and the DSO will put it in the civil system. That's all you need to do if you're in the STEM extension. Now, when you are in the H-1B, though, here is where the tricky question comes. When you're in H-1B, can you work for multiple companies at the same company at the same time? The answer is yes, you can. Can you work? What is the steps that they need to take for them to work for multiple companies? So let's say if you're working with Pepsi, okay? Now you want to work for Coca-Cola.
Right.
You need to have Coca-Cola file a H-1B, and it's called concurrently working H-1B. That's clearly allowed, especially in the medical field, Nitya Garu. There are doctors, there are dentists, there are therapists that they work for 5 to 6 companies at the same time. We do file for their H-1Bs. Okay, Monday is going to work here, Tuesday is going to work there. There are multiple different companies that do. So yes, you can work for both the companies, and you need, but does he needs to inform in the immigration, Pepsi, company, let's call it as company A as Pepsi. Does he need to, according to the immigration law, he's under no obligation to inform Pepsi. Now, does he need to inform Coca-Cola? Yes. The reason is that Coca-Cola is filing a concurrently filed H-1B. That means they need to know that you are going to continue working for Pepsi, and then you're going to work, in addition to Pepsi, you can work for Coca-Cola. And a lot of people ask this question, hey, can I work for 80 hours? How can I work for 80 hours? You can work for 80 hours. And a lot of people, you are more, you know, at least the younger generation, I consider that they're a little bit lazier than, you know, my age kind of people. Yes, you can work for 80 hours. At this age, I still work for more than 60 hours. I'm still working on Sunday, by the way. This is my one. So yes, you can work for 80 hours a week. Absolutely, you're allowed to work for 80 hours a week. There's no problem with it. You can. Now, what about the H-4 EAD? What do they need to do to work for two different companies? All they need to do is that make an extra copy of the EAD copy and give it to two different employers. That's all you need it. You don't need any procedure. You don't need to go to immigration lawyers. Absolutely, you don't need it. Then let's say, for example, if you are an AOS EAD dependent, that means not the primary applicant, dependent. Same rule is applicable. You just need to make an extra copy of the EAD and give it to another employer.
Got it.
Now comes the question, if your green card is sponsored by company A, and now you are an adjustment of status EAD, you are the primary applicant. Can you work for two companies? Absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. What do you need to work for? What do you need for working for company B? Same rule. Make a copy of the EAD and give it to the employer B. That's it. You don't need to go through a lawyer. People ask me the question, hey, when I move to a different company, I need to file a 485J supplement with company B. Do I need to inform, do I need to file the 485J supplement with the immigration when you're working for multiple companies? No, you don't need to. If your primary employer is still the company A, you're still working for company A, you're under no obligation to inform the USCIS that you're working for company B. Now, if there is an RFE issued though, so most of the RFEs that are coming are, can you file a 485J supplement with the company that you're working for? You still don't need to inform about company B though. However, there are sometimes they ask employment history from past 5 years, which I haven't seen any RFE recently. At that point of time, they need to inform that to the USCIS that they're working for two companies. They may also need to inform it when they are, if they are called for interview. When they go for the interview, they need to inform the USCIS of it. They are working for multiple companies though. So there are, and nowadays, Nitya Garu, with these, there are some smart, bright, hardworking younger people. It seems to be that there are a little bit more in Indians. I see approximately about 30 to 40% of the people right now are working for multiple companies though. That is the trend right now that's going on.
Yeah. And Rahul, just a quick question. I was just wondering from like a immigration perspective and stuff, is there a problem if, say, a person exceeds, you know, in terms of billing the number of hours in a week? Possible number of hours.
Nothing wrong. I mean, of course, if he's billing 160 or something like that, that definitely is not a workable deal. But yeah, I mean, people can bill 80 hours, 90 hours a week. Absolutely, they can. I mean, especially, I've been told that in some of the medical fields, they do work for more than 80 hours a week, though. That's their normal routine. There is nothing wrong. IT people doing the same thing. They are in high demand. We need IT people. That is, it's a national security now.
No, I'm asking in the sense that, you know, I have seen some people who take up like, you know, 4 or 5 so-called 40-hour jobs, you know, which sort of brings the grand total up to God knows what, you know, 200 hours a week, you know.
They can discuss.
The actual work is much lesser, but, you know, they're billing for 40 hours to each company. So I'm talking about in such a scenario, what do you recommend? Should they reach out to a lawyer or?
Yeah, I think so. They should reach out. There are many creative ways in still doing it. There are creative and legal ways to do it. They should reach to a lawyer. Like for example, what you're telling Nitya Garu, my wife used to be a software professional. She was a physical therapist. She moved into software professional for 5 years and moved back to physical therapy again. But what she told me was that, and she is a hardcore software programmer though. A lot of our guys are not. And then she told me, and maybe the software guys, she only spends 1 hour a week at the most writing the code.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I said, what the heck, 39 hours that you do? We try to find out how to write it. We try to find out why to write it, and the reason and the discussions and all those things. She only spends 1 hour in writing the code. So now your question is, for example, if this guy is researching and the same research is used by different companies, though, there are creative ways. There are creative ways of billing. You can discuss with your immigration lawyer. It can be done. And so, for example, if the 39 hours of research that you're doing can be done for this 10 multiple different companies, and this 1 hour you're charging for 40 hours. There are ways to do it, but I want you to discuss privately with the immigration lawyer.
You know, Rahul Garu, I'm sensing a lot of smiles coming up on you know, television screens, like people are watching. They're like, oh my God, we can actually do this, and like eyes popping, smiles coming, I'm sure, right? All our viewers, they're like, oh my God, we can really do this and do it legally also. That's amazing.
See, Nitya, I don't know, for some reason though, that's one reason things like TV Asia brings an education to us.
Yeah.
As an immigration lawyer, being on and speaking with the people, we get much more rather than sitting in the office working, meeting with the people, coming to the TV shows, conducting tele-Zoom conference. We were shocked that people didn't know that. The immigration lawyers in our office were completely shocked. And this is the most common consultation. People come to us. I'm an H-1B, can I work for 2 different companies? I'm an H-4 EAD, can I work for multiple companies? This is the most common consultation. And we're very shocked that they didn't know that.
No, but that's why you're the subject matter expert, Rahul. That's why we talk show with experts, Anumata. So because we are experts in, you know, our respective fields, but when it comes to immigration and what are the do's and can't do's, you are the go-to person, which is amazing, because here you are giving us information. It's like, you know, our Desi brethren have found another new treasure trove over here. 8 companies, 10 companies, they're all thinking that. And I know you guys are thinking that, don't tell me you're not. But on that very fantastic note, is there anything else you'd like to add at this point, Rahul Garu?
No, Nitya, I'm fine. Right?
Okay.
You can go with the question.
All right. Here's to more treasures and fortunes to our people. And on that note, let's start taking our callers for the day and date. Let's take our first caller. Caller with phone number ending in 0897. Hello. Caller with phone number ending in 0897. Yeah. Ready for you?
Hello, madam.
Hello, sir.
Hello, madam. Good morning.
Sir, we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Rahul Garu, good afternoon, Andy. Madam, sir, actually, I worked as a technical manager in UK and India around 7 years. And I later on deputed to USA and worked around 6 years. So they filed green card with EB3. Since I worked as a manager, requested them to convert from EB3 to EB1C. Part of that process, they are doing amendment as IT project manager 15119. So are we able to upgrade from EB3 to EB1 using this role?
Well, the role, I cannot understand the role in one sentence, IT manager in general. There are many different parameters for EB1C. But to answer one line answer to you that are you eligible for EB1C because you worked at a high level manager in England, UK, and also in India for the same company? Can you do it? The answer is yes.
Correct.
Is it worth trying it? Absolutely, it's worth trying. At the most, if you fail, what are you going to lose? You still are where you are. I will try it if you have a chance. If the company is willing to do it, I will try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is one thing, sir. Yeah, one more question, sir. Sir, actually regarding my wife, one of the consultancy, they filed a green card. She got approved I-140 and H-1B extension also done. And we're requesting them to share the I-140 receipt number or I-140 soft copy. They're not ready to share that. So is there any way to get it? Even we don't have a number on the
I got it. You go to the FOIA USCIS. Okay, that's what you're going to type in Google. It will lead to a website in USCIS. There is an online filling the application called Freedom of Information Act. It's called FOIA. So there she can fill the information out online. It takes 10 minutes, no cost to you, even though they tell you they will charge you. Believe me one thing, I never have them charge anybody any money. So you fill that information out. Within 3 to 6 weeks, she will get a copy of the I-140 petition that has the A number, that has the LIN number, SRC number, whatever you have it. And that's all you need ever for her for the I-140. We'll go to the next caller, Nitya Garu.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy.
Thank you so much for the help.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, madam. Thanks a lot.
All right, Andy. Thank you so much. All right, let's take our next caller, and I have a question. So, guys, big shout out to all of our live chat viewers as well who've been writing letters to the senators of the Ombudsman office. So, like Rahul Garu said, we are definitely giving more priority to those users on the live chat. So, a question from Bharat Ravulapati says, Emily mentioned in her tweet that USCIS checks approved I-140s every day and then transfers cases to the field office. Does both I-140s need to be approved to get case transferred to field office?
As of now, though, I will tell that if your underlying EB3 is not approved, we have not seen people getting the green card, though. So we know that you have done the downgrade application in October or November of 2020. Now you have done the interfiling. It's not daily, but they are doing, when you file a 485J supplement, they're transferring it directly so that the officer, mostly right now field officer or NBC, National Benefit Center officer, can look into the I-140 right now. But one thing is, if any of you guys have underlying first EB3 I-140 not approved, though, please get it approved, though, because we have not seen, if the first I-140 is not approved, we have not seen yet the people getting the green card. Yes, people can post some messages because, hey, we get information from you. I get information from you guys. We have not seen it. So please do the premium processing. Another thing, a lot of people, Nitya Garu, are discouraged is that a lot of premium processing cases got rejected because the labor certification is too old and it's not with their office. However, though, since May onwards, though, zero denials in premium processing. Every premium processing is getting accepted. Awesome. So even if you have tried multiple times before and it failed, you can try again. We have tried in some cases 15, 16 times, failed. But since May, everything is accepted. So please do the premium processing of the EB3 if you have not done.
And Rahul Garu, like you also said, right, even if they reject, they're only rejecting the application if they're not encashing
premium
your checks.
processing.
So yeah.
Right. Only
they're not taking your money, so you can keep reapplying.
They're not taking the money. You're right. Right. You can reapply. Excellent. But now they're accepting every case.
All right, guys, get on the premium processing bandwagon ASAP. On that note, let's take our next caller, Andy. Caller with phone number ending in 0897. Be ready for you now. Caller with phone number ending in 0897. Hello? And Rahul Garu, like you also said, right? Hello? Caller with phone number ending in 0897.
Yeah.
Right. Hello?
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Hello, good evening. Yeah, thanks for attending my call. So here is my scenario. I have I-140 EB2 pending with NBC. August first week, I have a stamping in India. I'm still waiting. So should I wait or I can go for stamping? What's your take on? Because
only I-140 is
I'm
pending, or only I-140 is pending, or 485 is pending? I-485 is
only
pending?
485. Yeah.
Only 485. So I-140 is already approved. And
Yeah,
you're
only
going for
485.
stamping in
Yeah,
India.
it's already approved.
So,
yeah.
So what's your question? Can you go while the 485 is pending? Is that your question?
Yeah. So is there any risk there? I'm just concerning if I get any interview, I'm not able to return back.
Yeah. Well, if you don't return back, definitely you're in trouble with the green card. For sure, I can tell you that. If you think so, you have a risk there in going, which approximately 5 to 10% of the people have risks there in going and getting the interview. Don't go. I mean, I would avoid that. I would avoid going. At least in the very end stage. Why do you want to take a risk? Don't take a risk. Don't feed immigration lawyers.
Yeah.
Okay?
So what
We'll
is the probability of getting?
Right now, we see a success rate of approximately 92 to 93% in H-1B stamping. Now, I'm not looking into the file of you right now and telling based on that. I'm just telling in general, okay?
Okay.
We'll go to the next one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. All right, on to our next caller, Andy. Caller with phone number ending in 9125. We're ready for you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hi, Rahul. Yeah, thanks for doing this. I got a quick question. So my EB3 140 was approved in last October. However, when I sent the expedite request for my 485, USCIS mistakenly changed online to response to RFA received. And why my EB2 got approved later, but I think my case is not being sent to field office because the EB3 online status changed from approved to response. That's why probably I'm thinking that it's not being picked for field office transfer. Any suggestions on how?
I don't know how to expedite the 485 cases. That's one thing I really don't know. If I do know how to expedite the 485 cases, believe me, my line from for getting the things expedited will be all the way from Houston to Dallas.
No. My question is not about 485 expedite. My question is that USCIS.
But that's what you tried to do.
140. I
know, but that's what you tried to do.
They approved my 140. Yeah. No, that's a different thing. My thing is that USCIS approved my 140 in EB3.
You told me your EB2 also I-140 is approved, and you want to move the case to the field office so that they can adjudicate the case. And you requested. You told
that's not
me
my question.
Okay, go ahead. Did you not tell me that you requested to expedite?
Yeah, and they rejected it long back. But what I'm trying to say is that because of that expedite request, they changed the 140 status to something else online.
I know.
From approved to something else.
There is a rule in the USCIS, and this is what some of the people tell me, is that when they see the expedited unnecessarily, that they call it as caboose, they put it at the end of the line. But now, since you're telling that the RFP has been responded though, the way to correct is probably to contact the USCIS. The way to contact the USCIS is either to local congressman, or to the Department of Homeland Security Ombudsman's office. These are the better ways to contact the USCIS and tell them, look, there is no RFP, there is no RFP response. It's wrongly reflected. Please correct the record and put my case on track. So you can do it by contacting the congressman or ombudsman's office. We'll go to the next person.
But my lawyer cannot send an email to ombudsman at all?
He can send it. You can send it. The best way is that you send it because lawyers are busy. So it's an easy application. It's online. It's free. You don't even pay anything. It takes 15 minutes for you. And if the lawyer has to fill, it takes a little bit longer time. Next person, please.
All right. Thank you. All right, folks. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let's take our next caller. And in the meantime, question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Ma0041. Says priority date is June 2013 on EB3, no EB2 I-140. Company says it will take time to file labor and I-140 since my labor will not be applicable for EB2. Is it advisable to wait in EB3 or start EB2 from scratch?
Definitely start EB2 from scratch. No questions in it. The reason is that you will lose nothing if you start EB2, because if anything bad happens, you're still there in EB3. You have nothing to lose, only to gain. So you may want to consider, if your company says it's going to take a long time to file an EB2, you may want to consider changing the company.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Rahul Garu. Let's take a caller, Randy. Okay.
Hello.
Caller number ending in 2188. We're ready for you. Hello.
Hello. Yes. Yeah. Hello.
Hi, sir. We're ready for you. Please go ahead.
Sorry, actually. Yes. Thank you, Nitya Garu. Thank you, Rahul Garu, for taking the call. So I have a question regarding the EB3 date. So actually, my PD date is 2014 December 20. Actually, last time while the date was current, I was not in America. I stuck in India for. I came after the COVID restrictions was like last year. So I don't know. Maybe my EB3 dates will be like move forward. Maybe I don't know. Maybe whether I can change the company, start the EB2, because my company did not do the EB2 again from scratch. So is there any possibility the dates EB3 dates will move forward?
Now let me evaluate. So if my priority date is December 20th, 2014, so your company doesn't want to do EB2 for you?
Yes, yeah.
That's going to be a tough call. That's going to be a tough call. It's a judgment call. You're not asking me any legal question. The question is whether you should stick with the company or whether you should move to a different company. It's a very sensitive call. I'm not going to make it.
My question actually, I think, is it possible the dates will move forward for the coming year or no?
It's always possible. It will be. It will be. When you ask me possibility though, okay, is it possible that I can make $230 million in the next 1 month? Yes, it is possible. Then why I'm in this TV then? Why do I need to do immigration lawyer work? I'm going to get the $230 million in the lottery. So what are the probabilities for it is the main question. Never ask a lawyer, what is it possible? We always say possible. Is it possible that the USCIS, the government will come and give you citizenship? Yes, it's possible. Have I seen anybody? Yes, I even touched her. She is the most beautiful lady I ever touched in my life. You want to know the lady's name? It's Mother Teresa. She got the citizenship. So is it possible? Yes. But what are the probabilities for you? That you need to evaluate. The question is that if you move to a different company, though, if you move to the different company, then what happens if the EB3 moves forward and then you still don't have the labor certification? So you need to take a judgment call on this one, though. I would definitely like to pursue with the current company to do EB2 in that there is no interruption. The second option that I would look into definitely is if you're not working for the company, can you find a company to file an EB2? That can be done too. If that cannot be done, then you need to make a judgment call whether you want to stick with the company or whether you're going to move to the next company. You have to make a judgment call. We'll go to the next call, Randy.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All the very best. Let's take our next caller, Randy.
All
right. Hello. Caller with phone number ending in 0027. We're ready for you now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead. Hello, sir. There's some technical issue here. Guys, please hold on for 1 second. Caller with phone number ending in 6973. We're ready for you now. Sorry. Caller with number ending in 6973. Please press *6 to unmute your line. 6973. Hello? Okay. Let's try caller with phone number ending in 0027, please. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you, Rahul Reddy. Thank you for serving the community. My question is that I have a minority date September 2014, and I did my EB3 485 filing in 2020. Now it's a current, and I'm trying to refile, interfile actually. My company is not allowing a refile. And during the interfile, should I submit the medical or only interfile? What is your suggestion?
We are recommending people to file the we are recommending people not to interfile medicals along with the EB2 upgrade. We are telling people to file it separately. There is another interfiling where you can go to my website and RN Law Group. There is a provision where it helps you, guides you how to do by yourself interfile. We do not recommend interfiling EB2 and medicals together, sir. We'll go to the next person. Andy.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. In the meantime, we have a question. This is like a weird question that I have. This is from Nitin T. Says, please explain strategy for H-1B visa after GC in cases where relevant. Does it affect GC in any way?
What do you mean? Once he gets a green card, why do you need H-1B?
I couldn't understand that. That's why I was like, is there a scenario where there is H-1B visa after GC? So I wasn't sure about
sometimes
that.
What happens, Nitya Garu, is that the person applies for the H-1B extension and he gets a green card though. What do you do under these certain circumstances?
Okay.
All you need to do is nothing. Just ignore it. If you want, you can withdraw the H-1B, spend 50 cents and withdraw the H-1B, or they will automatically deny your H-1B. Either way, it's good for you.
Okay. Now it makes sense. All right. Let's take a caller and okay. Caller with phone number ending in 4824. We're ready for you now. Caller with phone number ending in 4824. Hello. Please press *6 and to unmute your line. Caller with number ending in 4824. *6 to unmute your line, Andy. Hello? Hello, ma'am?
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much for taking my call.
Sure.
I have a quick question. My I-140 is approved from my previous employer with priority date of February 20, 2015 in EB2. And I am now with employer B. And they applied my green card all over again, and now the perm is approved, and they just filed the EB2 I-140 in regular processing. I am trying to find out if I should push them to do premium processing.
I would push them into premium processing. The reason is that you don't know when the prior date is going to become current. It came all the way January of 2015 for filing dates, and December of 2014 and you're February of 2015. I would get the I-140 approved out of my way so that when you file a 485, you don't want these people to be given any opportunity to wait for adjudicating the 485, because we have noticed that some of the 485s, if the final action date is current, are getting adjudicated in 2 months. So I would get the I-140 approval if I were you. I would do the premium processing.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you for calling us. And let's take our next caller. Let's take our next caller, Andy. All right. Caller with phone number ending in 2949. We're ready for you now. Caller with phone number ending in 2949. We're ready for you. Please press *6 Andy to unmute your line. *6 to unmute your line, sir. Hello?
Hello, Nitya Garu. Hello, Rahul Garu. Good afternoon.
Hello, sir. Hi. Good afternoon. Please go ahead.
Hi. My name is Kiran. I have one question. And first of all, thank you very much for your guidance and help on all the immigration issues. I have one question, sir. So I have an EB2 and EB3 I-140 approved, both filed under company A. And then after the I-140 is approved, my company is being bought by another company. So at that point of time, our legal department decided that I will be eligible for I-140 porting instead of I-140 amendment. So they did not do anything in regard to my H-1 or I-140. So I was told that as a successor in interest, I will be able to port. So currently, how can I do my interfiling? Am I eligible for interfiling because all the I-140s are under company A? So
So did the company tax ID number changed, or is it remained the same though?
I think
company
it's changed
A and company
because
B.
my payroll has changed to a different company now. So yeah, the tax ID number has changed.
But sometimes different company means, for example, we used to be called as Law Office of RV Reddy PC. Now we call ourselves as Reddy and Newman PC. We just changed the name of the company though. Is it the tax? If the name of the company changes though, you don't need any I-140 filing. All you need is that the documents that says that name has been changed from Law Office of RV Reddy to Reddy and Newman PC. If that's the case, you don't need any filing though. But if the tax ID number has changed, I would strongly recommend that you file the I-140 amendment and get the I-140 approved, then file the 485 application. Okay?
Meaning Interfile or new 485 application?
No, sorry, Interfile. You can do Interfile, sorry.
Oh, okay. So first get the amendment and then file the Interfile. Okay.
If the company has tax ID number has changed. Just the company name change, you don't need to do anything, okay? We'll go to the next call, Randy.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling. Let's take our next caller. And in the meantime, question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Venkat CH. Says 485 filed in October of 2020, EB3, and priority date is current in July. Visa bulletin. Planning to refile based on EB2. Is that a good option considering 3 months left in this year?
Well, 3 months left in this year, but where does it say that next year you can't get the green card though? A lot of people are panicking when we said that most of the cases that were filed by June should be adjudicated by September. What if you get the green card in October? Will you just tear the green card out saying that I got in October, I don't want the green card? No, obviously I know you won't do it though. You won't do it. So yeah, when you're evaluating refiling or interfiling though, you don't have to just look into just September. We are expecting USCIS to keep their promise, but we know that they did not keep the promises many times. I'm expecting at least 90% of the cases will be adjudicated, or maybe 85% of the cases will be adjudicated. They'll be still left out 10 to 15% of the cases that will go on in October though. So yeah, when you're considering refiling or interfiling, you don't have to stick with September. Believe me, if you get a green card in October, you will still be fine. Remember that in starting in October also, we're expecting some extra green cards. That will be coming from family quota to the employment base next year also. Yeah. They may not be the same number though, but we're expecting some green cards coming. They may range anywhere between 50,000 to 100,000 is the expectation that is coming.
Wow. That by itself is quite a bit, Andy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
And all of them will be given to Indians. That's a good part.
Yeah. Waiting to see that happen. And on that note, let's take our next caller, Andy. Okay. All right. Caller with number ending in 7577. We ready for you now? Caller with number ending in 7577. Hello?
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
sir?
Yes.
My name is Gautam. Hello. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Rahul Garu and Kshetra Garu for. Yeah. Thank you, Rahul Garu and Kshetra Garu for helping the community. So my priority date is November 2014, and I filed for I-485 during November 2020 timeframe. At that time, I was working with employer A, and then I have both EB2 and EB3 approved from old employer, and then I moved to a new company with AC21. So and then I recently got my EAD and AP card. So new employer now is saying that he cannot help with interfiling. So what are my options available, and what do you think I can do in this case?
What I would recommend is, can you contact the old employer to see if he can interfile? He will help you out. He can help you out even though you're not working for the company. People ask this question, do I need to work for the company to get the green card? No, it's just the offer of employment though. If they still think so that they are willing to, they have the offer of employment for you, they can still help you. That's one thing that you can do. The second thing I would suggest is have your current company file an EB2 green card. That's a second suggestion. The third thing is where we have done some experiments though. where even though you are working with company B though, we have interfiled using the EB2 of company A. Okay.
Okay.
And we don't know the result yet. We have done some experiments.
Okay.
We don't know the results yet. So I'm not positive that at this point of time we're going to get it. So you keep watching the TV Asia, you come to us, we'll tell you the results once we get it though. Then we can say, hey, you know, we can help you out, file a EB2 with the company B. We can tell. But at this point of time, we did some experiments, wait for it, keep watching TV Asia.
Got it.
We'll go to the
And
next
will
caller.
that require the new, the current employer's approval, or will it be through a attorney, separate attorney?
And now you will, if your current employer is going to file a 485J application, yeah, you need the current employer approval. You can always have, you can always move to a different company, also third company, if your company A is not cooperative, if the system that I told you works, but we don't know if it works or not. Okay, we'll go to the next caller.
Got it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. All right. Give me one second. Hello. So number caller with phone number ending in 0505. We're ready for you. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, sir. Hello.
My name is Rakesh.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
My name is Rakesh. I got GC last year.
Very good.
While submitting our GC, I have submitted my son's I-824, and because he is studying outside of the US, and our date was current in EB3 that time, September, October. His I-824 was approved. So my question is, now he is turned 21 years in January 2022. So my question is, his age is locked because that time his case was approved, that time he was 20.5 years old.
Okay. You got it. Yeah, he's locked.
So my question, he is locked?
Yeah. Your I-140 is approved, 824 is approved, he was under 21. So his age is locked under CSPA, yes.
Okay, that's good. And problem is that now EB3 went back, retrograde.
But let me ask you this question though. When you got the green card in October of 2021 though.
2021. Okay.
2021. Why didn't you file an I-130 application also for him?
So we filed that. So it went to California now.
Ah, damn. So the I-130 is still pending, is that right?
Yes, still is pending. I-824 I approved immediately after 1.5 months.
Okay, that is good news. I got it. So I got it. So his priority date has backtracked in the employment based, but in the family based, he's still current though. He still will get locked out, locked in.
Yes.
Okay, that's a smart move.
We filed.
That's a smart move you did. Okay, good.
F2A we also filed immediately.
That's good. That's good that you did a smart move in that. That's good. Oh, he will be locked in CSPA and F2A also, because the amount of time the I-130 is pending will be deducted from his age. So by the time you filed an I-130 application, he was already under 21. So his age is not getting aged. So he's going to be locked in. There's a good probability that he is going to get a green card in family-based more than the employment-based though. Okay?
Okay.
But you have both options. I'm aware of it.
And meanwhile, we submitted all documents with NVC also.
That's a good thing you did it. But still, they can't process this because the final action date is not current under the EB3.
Not current.
We'll go to the next call. Yeah.
Okay. All the very best, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Let's take our next caller. And in the meantime, we have a question. This is from Surbhi Verma. Says, For a GC holder, what are the documents that are required to travel to India and travel back to US? And also, does a GC holder need a tourist visa to travel to Mexico or Canada?
For sure, Mexico, you don't need it. Canada, I'm not, I think so you need it, but I'm not very good in that. I'm not a lawyer of Canada. But Mexico, I know that you just show the green card and go and come back. When it comes to going to India and coming back, I'm only going to advise on the issues of the immigration law, though. I don't know about COVID and all those things. I'm not good at it. You only need passport and green card. You don't need anything else. We'll go to the next person.
Perfect. All right.
Passport and green card. That's it.
Passport and green card.
Hello?
Hello,
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Rahul. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I just have 2 questions today. So I'm currently on F1 visa. My father just got his green card. Do you recommend that my father applies for a green card for me now or once he gets his citizenship?
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Are you under 21? 23. I would want him to file. Okay, 20. I want him to file it right now, not after he gets the citizenship, though. You will be considered to be under, right now. You will be considered to be an F2B. You already know that. And you know that it's backed up a little bit. Once he gets the citizenship, though, okay, you will be coming under the you will be coming under the first preference, though. However, the date from the F2B will be ported to F1 category.
Okay.
So if you file right now, this is 2022, okay? And then later on he gets a citizenship though, and he files an I-130 again at that point of time, this priority date will be ported to that priority date. That's the reason he needs to file it. You got it?
Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, and then my second question, will there be any issues when I get my OPT in the future or transition to H-1 if an immigrant petition is applied?
None, zero, zip, no problems with it. The only problem is if you travel outside the country, it may create a trouble. But for you to get an OPT, for you to get a STEM extension, for you to get a H-1B, absolutely not a problem.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. This has been so helpful. And have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. All right, let's take our next caller. In the meantime, we have a question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Rahul Reed. Says interfiled in April of 22, got notice in May of 22, medicals filed with original petition October of 2020, biometrics done, got EAD and advance parole. Will my case get approved by September of 22?
Good chance, very good chance, very high likely to get it approved since you already filed the interfiling.
Awesome. So yeah. Rahul, I know you've been messaging away on our live chat, but great answer, Rahul. You're very short and succinct. But Rahul, the other Rahul, I mean, you can just breathe in peace now. All right. And on that note, let's go to our next caller. Caller with phone number ending in 8124. We are ready for you. 8124. Hello. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead. *6 to unmute your line, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Nitya ma'am and Rahul, sir. Actually, I've interfiled to EB2 in January and received my I-485J and also my case transferred to NBC. And I received a strange message that we are temporarily pausing your application because of non-immigrant visas available.
Visa numbers are not available. Visa retrogression. I want you to contact the local congressman. This is one of the most common thing that is occurring to a lot of people. The only thing that I can suggest you is to contact the congressman and explain it to them. There is a called case assistance. Every congressman has it for the immigration. You have to fill that thing out.
I reached out to congressman. Yeah, I reached out to congressman and I received a message saying that they are considering my case in EB2 only.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Let's
So
wait.
they said that
Let's
they're
wait for the.
considering my case in EB2, but I don't see any update.
Well,
And,
then you can ignore it. If you got a response from the USCIS that they are considering that into EB2 right now, you can ignore the online message. Right now, there is nothing you can do. If it crosses the time period, which is local to the district that you are in, when you look into the US processing time, you can raise a service request only when the USCIS online systems allows you to do it. You can raise a service request to adjudicate your application. You did all what you can.
Yes.
You just wait for them to adjudicate.
Yeah. Yeah, my case is in Texas transferred to NBC, right? And my priority date is 2012 March.
Right. You just wait for them to adjudicate, sir. We'll go to the next call.
Okay. And do you think I need to refile again? My wife has also her priority date correct.
For this
can I
reason,
apply from her application?
For this reason, if I were you, I would not refile. We'll go to the next one.
With my wife.
Yeah,
my wife,
I would still not file one more 485 application for the reason that you explained to me. I would not do that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling. Let's take our next caller. Okay. Caller with phone number ending in 2646. We're ready for you. 2646.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you now. Please go ahead. Star 600 to unmute your line. Please press star 6. Yeah, we can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay. All right. So my name is Nemaram Kumawat, and I basically have two questions. So my priority date is 2013 October EB2, and then I downgraded in October 2020. And my case went to Texas Service Center. My biometrics was completed last year in May. It's already more than 1 year. I got my EAD last year in November. So now my question is, so my wife is in India right now for a 3-month trip. Can that create any problems in her 485?
No, she'll be fine. She's going to come back in 3 to 4 months. She's fine. She's a dependent. She's not the main applicant. She's fine.
Okay, I see. And I interfiled. I did interfiling earlier this month. June 1st week. So
that's good.
Interfile is also done. So okay, so that's first question. Second question is, recently due to some correction, my license number has changed. So the last digit of the license that has changed from 2 to 1. Can that create any problems, or is that not relevant at all?
Not relevant at all. Both what you said are completely irrelevant for adjudicating your 485 application.
Okay, I see. And my EB3 140 is also approved last month. So now I already have, so my wife went to India, but I got her medical done. I have the envelope with me. So once I receive my 485J receipt, can I interfile medical also, or should I wait?
You can. No, if I were you, I would file it right now. You don't have to wait for the 485J receipt notice. If I were you, I would interfile the medicals right now. Even though your wife is outside the country, you can interfile the medicals.
Okay, but then where should I, to Texas Service Center where my case is, right?
Right. If your case is still with Texas Service Center, I'm going to mail it to Texas Service Center, not to National Benefit Center.
Okay, I see. Because for interfiling, the location was different. So I was confused, whether should I wait?
I know. For interfiling EB3 to EB2, we will send it to California. For now, I want you to only send it to Texas. If your file is with Texas for the interfiling of the medicals. We'll go to the next caller, Randy.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's take our next caller. In the meantime, question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Meher. Says, I'm a US citizen. My brother, his wife are here in US for 3 months on a B1, B2 visa. Can I file a I-130 family-based adjustment of status? They arrived on visit purpose and have now changed their minds to stay here.
Absolutely. You can file. It's not I-130, but you need to file. Did you say brother and Who is it?
Brother and his wife. His brother and his wife.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you can file an I-130, but you need to understand there's a waiting list is 18 years for them to get the green card. And they cannot stay in this country because you filed an I-130 application. They will, excuse me, sorry.
Bless you, sir.
Sorry. They will have to leave the country or they have to move to some F1 or some other visa, but they cannot stay in this country because you filed an I-130 application. And the waiting time is about 16 to 18 years for them to get a green card right now. And that keeps changing a little bit.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's take our caller, Andy. Caller with phone number ending in 3621. Caller with number ending in 3621. We're ready for you now. Rahul Garu, bless you, Andy.
Thank you.
We're ready for you. 3621. Hello? Hello? Okay, let's put the caller on hold and try the next caller. All right, caller with phone number hello? Caller with the phone number ending in 3621. Please press star 600 to unmute your line. Hello? Okay, looks like we've lost that caller. Okay, let's take the next one. Caller with phone number ending in 7148. We're ready for you. 7148. Hello?
Hello, Rahul Garu, Nitya. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
I have a question. Like, I filed for I-4. My priority date is July 2011. I filed for 485 with employer A, and I moved to employer B. Now, and when I moved, like I used EC21, and
okay.
And they filed for I-485J supplement, and now because my previous employer filed on EB3, so I want to file again with EB2. Now my new employer is started the perm process. So, like, can I expect to get a green card by September on EB3, or do you recommend like going ahead with perm process? I think it will.
Wait, your final action date is current under EB3, is that right?
Yes, right.
Yeah. So it's just when you're filing for the EB2 labor and I-140, you're just having an additional security just in case the EB3 goes back, though. But since your final action date is current, there is a good probability that your 485 will be adjudicated soon. The good probability for it. But yeah, you can, as a defensive method, what if your green card doesn't get approved and EB2 moves forward and they're filing a labor certification? Yeah, that's a defensive move. I don't know whether I would do it or not, but there's nothing wrong. You may only gain or not gain. Yeah, there's a good chance you'll get a green card by September, hopefully so, if we were to believe in USCIS. Okay?
Oh, okay. I just have one more question, sir. So now I'm planning to work for a second employer concurrently. So, and I'm planning to use the AOS EAD, which I got for EB3 application. So what would be my status? Like, my status is in H-1B or like AOS?
Adjustment of status. That is a status. Adjustment of status is a status.
So do I need to notify my employer that I'm no longer in H-1B and he should consider my AOS?
That's a very tough question. That's a very tough question, though. You can inform if you want to. There are some people who don't inform. That's up to them. Because I asked, what's your problem when you inform? No, they will come to know I'm working for two companies. So that's up to you to inform or not inform. But you will be not violating an immigration law by working on EAD with two different companies at the same time.
Okay.
We'll go to the next person.
If I have to renew my H1. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
If you have to renew the H1, though, if you have to renew the H1B, I would definitely contact an immigration lawyer privately, not with the company's immigration lawyer, but a private immigration lawyer, independent immigration lawyer, okay?
Okay, got it.
We'll go to that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Caller with phone number ending in 2933. We're ready for you. Caller with number ending in 2933. Hello. *6 Andy to unmute your line. *6 to unmute your line, Andy. Caller with number ending in 2933. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Hello.
Please go ahead. Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for taking my calls. My prior date is June 2012, and I filed I-480 filing with EB3 in July 2021, and EB3 is approved. Fingerprinting is done, and the date become retrogress. So my lawyers sent a letter of interfiling to USCIS office in December, but since then nothing has happened.
Okay.
So I call USCIS out like May.
One thing is that your lawyer has sent USCIS in December though. In January of 2022, the USCIS came up with a different way to interfile EB2 application though. I want you to do the 485J supplement with the EB2, not just write the letter and keep quiet. File the 485J to the California address.
So that's what happened. Like last month I called USCIS and they said, we have not received your letter, so try to send the same letter to Nebraska Service Center.
No. Okay. Follow my directions. Have your company fill a 485J application. Do the interfiling from EB3 to EB2, send it to the California address. Don't just go with what Emma or the live officer says, okay?
Okay, all right.
Next person.
All right. Let's take our next caller.
What happened is that previous to January, there was no procedure for us to file the interfiling, no proper procedure though. They established that in January. So this guy did this procedure in December. So he needs to do it again.
Okay, got it. Rahul, there's been one question that's been recurring throughout the live chat today. And that is, can you please share a list of documents we need to carry when traveling back from India on an advance parole?
On an advance parole, you need the passport. You need the advance parole card. And make sure on the card, it says that I-131 approval, also called as advance parole approval. Make sure that thing. Those are the only two things. You can carry the 485 receipt notice if you want to. And if you are the direct beneficiary, if you want to, you can carry the pay stubs from the company, the recent pay stubs. Now, these pay stubs and the 485 receipt notice, I don't want you to show this to the CBP official. No. I just want you to keep it in the pocket just in case if they ask, you can show it to them. Because when the USCIS officer looks into the 485 receipt notice, the CBP looks into oh, this won't allow you to come into my country. Where is the EAD card? So where is advance parole card? All you need to do is a passport and advance parole card. These are the two things that you need. Rest of the documents, just in case if they ask more questions, you need to provide. And I just want people to prepare when you come on advance parole, there is a chance a security guard will escort you to a small room and then you will be interviewed for about 2 or 5 minutes. They'll interview and let you go. That's a common procedure. Don't worry about it. Some of the airports don't have the facility to accommodate the advance parole people in the line that we normally come in. So that's the reason they take you. You don't have to worry much about it.
Yeah, just wave to everyone like you're a VIP, you know, and they're giving you personal support. All right.
No, that doesn't work. I have to point out that though. I really have to point out that doesn't work though. There is a movie actor in India. So this guy comes in and this guy comes in, he's like an Indian guy. He doesn't know the rules here. And then he says, what's your name? He says, his name is Shahrukh. What's your last name? He said, check the Google. They put him in. They put him inside for 4 5
I know that, yeah.
Yeah. And every time he comes right now, he still goes to the secondary thing. I think the last time he came, he took somebody else's flight, came into a small airport still, because they put a mark on that guy every time that comes in. Yeah, be careful. The best thing is
this happened to me because no. I just said this because randomly, I think after my third or fourth trip on an advanced parole, every time I would just get shuffled off to the secondary room. So I was like, how do I make myself feel better about this? And I'm like, hey, I'm special. I just keep walking around like this. So it was one of those things that.
Okay. Sure.
All right. And one thing I did forget today was to wish all of you a very, very happy Father's Day. I wanted to wish you all at the beginning of the show, but then I forgot. Rahul Garu, to you as well, and to all of our viewers, happy Father's Day. And please wish your fathers on my behalf. And if you're a dad now, then happy Father's Day to you as well. And unfortunately, as we try, we've answered most of our questions, but we do have another big list that's waiting for us, but we are unfortunately out of time today. But we will be back next week with more interesting topics. And, we would want all of you to join us back same time, same place next week with your questions. Don't forget to tune into the show. Rahul Garu, thank you so much as always for being on the show, Andy, especially on Father's Day for taking your time out.
Thank you. Thank you.
And to all our viewers, have a great week, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. Come back and see us.
Test Prep Pundits, a synonym for success, and a home to top 1% scores. Congratulations to Gutha Mandala for achieving SAT score 1570, Farah Khalil 1540, Kunal Varma 1510, and many more top 1% scores.
Join our summer premier SAT and ACT program. Pay now. Start in summer and get 40% discount.
Contact us, info@testpreppundits.com, or call us 844-383-7844. Visit us, www.testpreppundits.com.
మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ వారి గోల్డ్ ప్రామిస్ తో కురుస్తోంది బంగారు నాణాల వర్షం. గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్ ఆభరణాలు కొనుగోలు చేసి బంగారు నాణాలని ఉచితంగా తప్పకుండా పొందండి. త్వరపడండి, మీ దగ్గరలోని స్టోర్ కి వెళ్లి ప్రత్యేకమైన జ్యువెలరీ కలెక్షన్ ని ప్రత్యేకమైన ధరల్లో పొందండి. కేవలం మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ తో మాత్రమే.
మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్.
Hire international teachers who are well trained in U.S. curriculum for just $20 an hour. Or for 2 students group, $15 an hour. We teach math, science, and English for elementary, middle, and high school. Contact info@Test Prep Pundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
PSAT. Do you have a middle school child? Are you aiming for top Ivy League colleges? Do you know how strong they are in academics? We have an innovative PSAT program for grades 6 through 9. We will help your child thrive in academics and get them to the top 1% of the nation. It's never too early to start. Join our prestigious PSAT program. For more information, contact us, info@testpreppundits.com or 844-383-7844.
Summer is the best time to boost your scores. Test Prep Pundits present Self-Prep SAT ACT course for just $199. Stellar digital curriculum expert videos for every question. 15 full-length tests. Contact info@Test Prep Pundits. Call at 844-383-7844.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు.